Letting go of long-held beliefs is a significant challenge for fans of space exploration and beloved movie franchises like Star Wars and Star Trek, especially upon discovering that the entire concept of outer space is an elaborate, modern-day facade. I anticipate that the seemingly impossible assertions soon to be presented will be a bridge too far for most to venture. Although we will decisively expose and document the extent of deceit, fraud, manipulation, and duplicity orchestrated by this organization and its collaborating space agencies, many may still find it too challenging to even consider. We will evidence that NASA stands at the forefront of perpetuating the most diabolical deception in history. This elaborate deception has far-reaching consequences and implications, entangling us in false cosmologies, promises of future technologies, erroneous models of our Earth's true structure, and the alluring prospect of further space exploration that continues to captivate many today. Given that taxpayers provide $72 million each day to this enigmatic federal agency, we might naturally begin to wonder, what has NASA really brought us? Have you ever stopped to think about that? The gravity of the situation will deepen further when we realize we are channeling our taxpayer resources into an organization perpetrating a deception of staggering proportions from its inception up to present. We inadvertently fund it while being coaxed into wholeheartedly endorsing what is portrayed as a valiant exploration into the unknown. Since its inception, NASA has effectively dominated the entire narrative surrounding cosmology and our understanding of Earth and its structure. With ever-advancing technology, the agency has continued to further refine its methods to deceptively seduce the world at large. If there are any governmental bodies today that should be thoroughly investigated, audited, and held accountable for crimes against humanity, it must certainly be NASA and its international counterpart space agencies and affiliates. The upcoming revelations of fraud and deception will be difficult for most to acknowledge and come to terms with, yet overcoming these obstacles is essential to navigating further through this deceitful maze to reach new levels of truth and enlightenment. This self-protecting conspiracy has captivated the worldwide population from inception up to present day. Awakening from this elaborate modern-day deception will be one of the most challenging endeavors imaginable for many when faced with the following revelations. This exploration will be difficult to accept, diverging entirely from the established account of our universe that we believe we currently understand today. These images express what I soon anticipate from most who continue ahead when initially presented with these uncomfortable assertions. I offer my deepest apologies to those who staunchly support NASA and believe in its declared mission of advancing space exploration. This extends to the established modern-day narratives of cosmology and a completely false structure of our Earth, which we have come to accept through NASA and collaborating space agencies worldwide. The information that follows will sharply challenge the core beliefs you have long held since childhood. It was only in the modern era, following the advent of NASA and the commencement of space exploration through rocketry, that the heliocentric model of our solar system was universally acknowledged as a scientific truth. This acceptance effectively dominated the timeless contention of the geocentric model, which had been the prevailing view across a diverse range of ancient societies, including the Sumerians, Egyptians, Babylonians, Hebrews, Greeks, Indians, Chinese, Mayans, Celts, Polynesians, Aztecs, Inca, scholars of the Islamic Golden Age, and medieval Europeans. The geocentric model is an astronomical concept that positions the Earth at the center of the universe. According to this model, all celestial bodies, including the sun, moon, planets, and stars, revolve around and over the Earth. The geocentric view asserts that the Earth is a fixed, immobile point in the universe, and that the apparent daily movements of the sky and celestial bodies is due to the rotation of the heavens around the Earth, rather than the Earth's rotation around its axis, as posited in the heliocentric model of today. The heliocentric model, an astronomical theory developed in the 16th century by Nicholas Copernicus, positions the Sun as the center of the solar system, with Earth orbiting around it. This theory was further popularized by astronomers like Johannes Kepler and Galileo Galilei. It provided explanations for phenomena such as the apparent retrograde motion of planets and their varying brightness and speed in the night sky. This shift to a sun-centered model marked a significant transformation in scientific thought and laid the groundwork for modern astronomy as it is taught today. Abandoning the heliocentric model is essential to escaping the maze of misconceptions that have been deeply ingrained into our core educational framework from the beginning. Let us reflect again on the urgent push to indoctrinate the world with heliocentricity as the definitive truth, aimed at overshadowing any revelations that might leak over time from the discoveries in Antarctica. Had they been disclosed as discovered, these findings would have swiftly ended any contention between the geocentric model and the widely accepted heliocentric model of today. The motive to obscure discoveries in Antarctica contributed to the creation of NASA and the subsequent emphasis on space exploration. This push was primarily aimed at reinforcing belief in the heliocentric model and the concept of an infinite cosmos, thereby supporting the Big Bang theory and the idea of an ever-expanding universe. This initiative has significantly diminished the geocentric view of our universe, which is regarded as outdated and archaic by most today. The greatest deception of our time has been the conjuring of infinite space, said to extend indefinitely all around us, and a model of cosmology that starkly differs from our true reality. This false depiction serves to obscure the evidence of an originating event central to our existence and fundamental in shaping an accurate understanding of our true world. NASA has officially segmented the heavens with the following definitions. Low Earth orbit purportedly ranges from 100 to 1,200 miles up. Medium Earth orbit is said to lie between 1,200 and 22,236 miles, and high Earth orbit allegedly begins at 22,236 miles. We will prove these alleged altitudes entirely exaggerated and reveal the true boundaries of our enclosed world. The establishment of NASA could be seen as the cornerstone of a false narrative, a saga in which rockets serve as mere props on a stage, appearing to explore an infinite expanse that, upon closer look, reveals itself to be an expertly designed backdrop. Discovering that our world is a tightly enclosed system, indicative of deliberate creation, would send shockwaves through our collective understanding across the world. The concept of outer space, popularized since the mid-20th century, should be seen as a carefully crafted story, a fictional construct designed to shape a false and deceptive cosmology. In this narrative, NASA and its international counterparts serve as the guardians and stewards of space exploration fantasy, meticulously cultivating a deceptive narrative and agenda. Their purported framework, widely accepted and rarely questioned, has become the dominant narrative, effectively overshadowing any alternative interpretations that offer a vastly different view of Earth and cosmology. As defined by NASA, outer space refers to the vast expanse of the universe that lies beyond Earth's atmosphere and extends past low, medium, and high Earth orbit. It is a far distant region characterized by a vacuum, very little matter, and negligible gravitational attractions. The term implies a deep space characteristic of the cosmic void, far removed from Earth. We will scrutinize the domain of outer space, which space agencies claim to have explored and continue to investigate, an expanse claimed to have no known boundaries, reinforcing the existence of infinite space extending in all directions around us. We must critically examine and reject the many layers of misinformation that have justified allocating such an immense taxpayer budget to NASA. We have been led to believe that this funding is advancing the cause of space exploration. We should thoroughly investigate whether NASA represents a practical use of taxpayer dollars, or if it amounts to an excessive and opaque expenditure with unclear returns, and quite evidently founded on fraud from its inception. We must recognize that no space agency has ever traveled beyond low Earth orbit, nor have they ever achieved farcical landings on the Moon or the planet Mars, contrary to the myriad of fake images and videos provided to mislead the world. Once thoroughly examined, these very pieces of visual media clearly reveal their deceptive clues within themselves. Media fakery that is apparent even to the less discerning eyes of children. The seemingly endless array of retractions, contradictions, and inconsistencies involving NASA will quickly become apparent. A comprehensive examination of NASA's core credibility is crucial, as it clearly reveals the agency's expertise in crafting illusions and deceptions. This is all part of an effort to promote a completely fictitious cosmology, and even more alarmingly, to obscure the true structure of the Earth. Our journey will lead to the troubling acceptance of harsh new realities and truths, provided we can endure the unsettling information that follows. We can either reject the notion of a deception so vast it defies imagination or any glimpse of plausibility, or we can courageously recognize the disconcerting revelation of the countless illusions and fraud that have entangled us in our misled view of Earth and cosmology. I fully understand how challenging it is to step outside of one's comfort zone, as I have personally navigated the difficult journey to see beyond this grand deception, requiring many months to reconcile and accept the staggering psyop we have been enmeshed in from birth. In pursuit of truth, we will embark on an enlightening journey to uncover the deceptions that have long ensnared us. This path reveals a startlingly different yet far more accurate view of Earth and cosmology, one shaped by divine intelligence.